Good evening. I'm going to cut up this turkey sausage that is like $2.49. Yes. Now, what I'm going to put in the pan is going to be rice cauliflower, butternut squash, and zucchini. What it's going to make? A meal. That's all I know. I'm letting my pan dry out just a few minutes. One of the beautiful things is I can dry it out with a rag. Now I'm going to put some oil in it. I don't really want to put any butter in it, but I kind of feel like that's going to end up in there as well. But first I want to put my rice. My rice in there. I want to put my rice in there first. I'm gonna put my my top on it for a minute to let that start to you know what I mean. Ooh, the sausage smells good. I had a migraine, I mean, all day. Absolutely all day. I just took a pill so I can get out of it. Yep, there you go, there you go. Okay, let me turn you down. Put the top back on you. Yep. Oh, man. Fell asleep. I love my parsley. Don't be stingy. Treat yourself good, boys and girls. Treat yourself good. I'm going to put some garlic powder. Matter of fact, let me just top that off. Oh, the garlic smells delicious. I'm going to put some garlic in there. I need some moisture in my pan. I love these zucchinis, but I don't know if these are actually cucumbers. And I'm going to put my squash in there. Ooh, that smells good, boys and girls. And I'm going to let it simmer a little bit for a few minutes. I'm going to put you on pause. Boys and girls, I went downstairs to check my mail. Now I have to put some butter in there. This doesn't make any sense. A little bit of oil said bye-bye. A little bit of oil said bye-bye. But you know what? I'm going to put more oil. I don't want to put more butter. I don't want to put any more butter. Now, I put the garlic. I put the other stuff. I'm going to put a little bit of this in there. I do want to put a little bit of this in there. But I want to put a little bit of this in it. Because it gives you that touch of love. You know what I'm saying? Let's put a little bit more in there. And I don't think I'm gonna put turmeric in it today. And I think it's right where I need it. I like where it is. It's gonna be nice and flavorful. So I'm gonna turn off the stove because it's right where I like it. I just have to mix a little bit more. I'm gonna let it sit for about maybe 10 minutes on the heat. Let my onions get a little bit more. See the onion there? I just want it to be a little bit softer. I don't really like raw onions. They don't leave a nice aroma in the after effect of eating. So I'm going to leave that there. But I am going to taste the pot. We're going to taste the pot. Nope. Nope, no. Absolutely not. No. This pot's missing love, boys and girls. I need a little bit of wake me up. I need a little bit of wake me up. Wake me up. Okay. A little bit of wake me up. So let's put a little bit more. There's no reason to cook without eating and just fall in love with every morsel that hits your mouth. Whatever you do, do not sneeze over your pot. Do not touch your hand. Do not let any moisture come out of your mouth. Please, not over food. You don't know if somebody's going to come to your house and eat some dinner. You want to have good food, honey. You want to get nobody stomach sickness. One stomach sickness, you'll never eat at a dirty house again. And I'm not saying your house is dirty. I'm talking about if you have bad behavior over the stove, that's dirty food. Much better. Much better. All right. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not going to add anything else to it. I'm going to let it sit there. Right there. I had no reason to put the top back on it, but I'm used to letting it sit for a few minutes. I went downstairs. I found 2 boxes, empty boxes. I said, okay, you never know what you need those for. Let's take them just in case. Leave that there. is about to be midnight. I had to wait about 5 minutes for this car to just drive off. The music was so loud. And I did mention it's about to be midnight. I had a migraine so bad all day that I couldn't even control the tears that rolled out of my eyes while I still had to pray and be thankful. But that garage where they have that alarm on there, I don't know what they were thinking when they did that. I kid you not. Just now, someone just came in the garage and it, but every time I had a little relief, the migraine would come back because the garage would go up, the garage would go down, and I'm like, wow. Uh, and I did tell someone because I asked her, "Can you hear that?" And I'm not sure if she said she heard it or not, but I don't want to complain. They just did the garage. It's fixed. I'm thankful to have the space, but I could only imagine if I lived a little closer, but I don't know how much further I could possibly get. That noise is absolutely, uh, and then I don't know what it is with these cars where they have to have these like mufflers where all down the street, all hours of the night. And I'm doing everything in my power not to complain about things I can't control. But I mean, give me a break. And then you sit on a street, residential street, with your motor going and your radio, and I don't know. There's music people don't like. There's music people like. It doesn't matter. Music is music. It is for us to use and enjoy. I can't deal with certain type of music saying things, and especially that music that degrades women. I don't know if it's just me, but there's a type of music that seems like it's so degrading to women that I can't listen to it. But I am sitting here with my meal, letting it cool for a minute before I even taste it. I just took a little taste of the. It smells so good in here. I kid you not. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful. It is almost time. My hands are. Ooh, every time I turn around, oh, wait. I had to wash my hands a few times in that kitchen, so I'm gonna put some of my little coconut on my hand. And it's so hot in here that it is nothing but oil. It's oil. I'm fine with oil either way. Oh, good grief! With the clothes already. I love this coconut oil. I joined a group on Facebook with frugal people, and I joined another group with crafting people, just to try to, my mind was going crazy, but it is so nice to see what different people are doing, in this time with things going on. So I'm happy for that. This coconut stuff smells so good. I just have to wave my hands around my nose for a little while. This has gotten my feet so much better. I checked my feet again today, and my feet look really nice. And just in case you say, "What is that? Can you hold it up?" This right here. This is what I use on my skin and everything when I come out of the shower. And when I need to lotion up or moisture during the day. A little while ago, I had to change and step into the bathroom and stuff. My friend is stupid. You heard me right. She made me laugh. She was like, "You are crazy." I'm see, this is why I can't be dealing with you. She started laughing, and then I said, "Please don't make me laugh." Oh my goodness, but she made me laugh anyway. Boys and girls, I know there's one thing you would never ever imagine me having, but for some reason, I see a little dog in my life, and I was telling someone, and she said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Absolutely." And then I'm looking, and I'm like, "Wow!" But I had a hard time. Now, I'm not gonna say I had a hard time, but a little bit of a hard time because I'm waiting for something. And today, I grew a little impatient because it's like I'm stuck. I can't move this way or 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 this way without that little piece of information. So I had to do whatever I could do to ease my impatience because I'm excited. and I ended up sleeping because the migraine was so bad. The migraine was so bad it was over my eye, and what made it so bad was the fact that health wise I had eliminated a lot of things that caused me migraine. Migraine started coming back because of the garage. So if I leave the building for a little while, I'm good. My head is good. But when I come back, and but it's almost that time of year that I'm gonna have to close the window anyway. I'm upset now because, and not really upset, but just a little bit under the not so happy tree. I had to close my window, but it's really nice out there where I should be able to let in the Lord's blessing, which is free AC out there. So I had to close my window to get me away from that garage and then that music. So I opened up the living room window, which I can really hear less of the music, but I believe someone lives in their car and sleeps, right behind my window. But it is getting obnoxious to hear that garage. So I'm going to put the fan on for a few minutes, but the motor on the fan is not too comforting when I'm trying to watch television. So I did a lot of learning today when I did watch some TV, and then I fell asleep during some TV. So there goes that, and maybe one or two of your videos I watched, and that was good. So this evening, I think I would like to find me a romance movie or something in comedy. But there goes that. Here goes my meal. I'm loving the colors. Uh, ooh. Mm. Now, if I didn't know any better, I wouldn't believe I cooked this meal on the stove. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Mm-mm. Nope. But we're gonna give it a little taste now. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Woo. Mm. Goodness. Mm. 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 Ooh. Mm. Damn, man. Mm. Woo. Mm. 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 I'm so tired of dealing with the fact that I lost more weight than I wanted to. And I'm getting very angry because I'm not happy. I'm not happy. But eating like this, I have nothing else to expect. You understand? But I started taking out some of my clothes and they starting to hang on me. I have no budget for new clothes. I don't even want to buy new clothes. Mm-mm. But I do want to open up that damn window because the girl is hot. Ooh. Mm. We just gonna have to deal with this garage for a few minutes. Woo! Mm. Ow! Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Woo! Ooh, that feels good. Let's pull this curtain back a little bit. Ooh, that feels good. I have arthritis, I have fibromyalgia, so anything that hits my hands is like somebody just opening me up with a hammer. I just hit my pinky. Woo! I just hit my pinky. It feel broke. I know you see the hand going down. I know you about to cry for me. But it feel like I broke it. And all I did was hit it. But ooh, Lord have mercy. Ooh, I gotta move this curtain. Woo, now that feels good. That is cold air. Kid you not. That's why I kid you not. I have to be by myself for the rest of my life. I don't think anybody will be able to sleep like that. You see that window? Oh, I'm about to have a good night up in here. I need my head cold. But that right there feels good. Oh, let's go. Woo, yeah. Woo, yeah. Ooh, that feels good. Oh, I tell you, I need that. Please don't let that garage just keep opening up. But we're going to get back up into this. This is beautiful. Oh, my goodness. I need some more like spices. I'm going to, really soon, I'm going to look for some other place. Someone on the computer says she goes to a Indian shop and another type of shop where they have spices in a bag or something like that. I'm hoping to luck up on something like that. Now, if I did, venture around here somewhere, I could find some spices in a bag, but I wouldn't be able to park without feeling like I might put myself in some trouble. I'm not going there. mm, 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 mm. Ooh, I love squash. I didn't realize it, but oh, yes. Ooh, that felt good, boys. That almost knocked me out the damn chair. That wind was so strong. mm, 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 mm. This is delicious. Mm, 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 mm. I kid you not. I don't foresee me having a husband or anything like that, but I kid you not. There would never be a man around me that would not eat good. Absolutely. Mm, 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 Oh my goodness. Mm. Oh, oh my goodness. This is a blessing. I like vegetables. I just never like vegetables. I don't know how I didn't like vegetables, but I like them now. Ooh, this is good. I have to slow down. So I'm no. I know right from wrong. Sometimes, not all the time, but right now I do. Because I was gonna eat with my eyes. I'm trying to eat with my mouth. That's it. But oh my goodness, boys and girls, I am so freaking. Oh, oh, Lord have mercy, that feels so good. I'm not gonna be able to take it too much longer on my arms though. Man, I'm gonna need some socks and probably a little long pants. But oh yes, woo! Mm. Oh, that feels good. Lord have mercy. Can you see the water around my nose? Face is wet. Ah, kid you not. Um, I joined something today on the computer with AI, and it made me take a picture, and it said, um, let me see, I wrote it down. Okay. I couldn't get further into it because the next screen that after I paid the weekly rate, it offered all these other things that you could pay, but it wouldn't let me go past that second screen. So I was only able to get one part. It said my visual age is 41. My physical age is 62. I said, wow. I absolutely when I saw the 62, I said, wow, it can pick up on. So I wanted to go further into it, but I couldn't get past the screen. So I said, I really can't do much until after the money is taken out of my account before I can actually call the bank and say, I couldn't get past the second screen. I couldn't work it, whatever. I really wanted to get into this. So if you see where it says something about your AI twin, I have read where people did it and they liked it and it was amazing and all that other stuff. But I don't see how you can get past the second screen when the second screen is adding about $50 extra to your budget to get past the second screen. I did the first week. I was willing to do that because then you have access to it for 7 days, and I'm all for $7. But when you are forcing me to add $50 at least to my account just to move to the next screen, then I'm going to do what you're asking me to do and stay right there. Wait till it comes out of my account and then call the bank to give me back my money because I can't get past the first screen, so obviously I can't use the site. But to know that it said 62 physical, I like that, but I'm not going to allow it to ask to. In order for you to go past, you have to click where it says unlock, and I think it was like $58. And then if you go down the screen, it's like all of these things you can add. But give me something before you take everything. You didn't give me anything to tell me I look 41 and I am 62. That's a little piece of information, but give me a little bit more so I can have some trust in you. But absolutely not. I'm not doing that. But I have some trust in this bowl right here, boys and girls. I'm gonna take another piece of sausage. Ooh, I love this sausage. The squash, I'm not sure, but it gives off this sweet taste that's almost like eating a sweet potato. One thing I do like is I like sweet potatoes. What I don't like is that they don't last too long. So I don't know what it is about keeping them fresh longer or whatever, but if I am going to get a sweet potato, I shouldn't be looking for them to last but so long if I'm getting them to eat, but I don't want them to, start rotting as soon as I put them on the counter. So something about those sweet potatoes make me not want to buy them anymore. I do not plan on buying cucumbers anymore. Every time I buy cucumbers, I end up not using them. I don't know why I'm buying them, to be honest, because I haven't been using them. So I'm not going to do that. I have noticed that since I haven't been buying tomatoes, my knees are not as bad. And when I say not as bad, I feel no gout in my knees. But tomatoes, if I'm not mistaken, cause inflammation. So I have some salsa in a jar I really don't want to use. I have some tomatoes in a can I don't want to use because I don't want to cause a ripple in my stage of health that I'm feeling so good in my body. But it is what it is. So it is just a work in progress for me right at that moment. This right here is going to go on my little table right here because I can't fill my body with all that. I did have somewhat a few good things happen to me today. Most likely laughing on the phone and stuff, but I was researching a building in a certain location, and it turns out that it was about 10 evictions for non-payment of rent. And the reason why I'm saying that is because recently I had learned that buildings are not asking for 2 months bank statement anymore, and some are not asking for 6 months, some are asking for 12 months. And the reason why they were asking for 12 months is because they wanted to see if there was a rent issue within 12 months. So it gives off a good feeling, especially when you know your rent is up to date, especially when you're not sure if you're going to ever be able to move somewhere. So that was a good thing. And then I checked my credit score. My credit score is back up almost 700. So there are times when you don't need your credit score, and then there are times you need it. But I'm not sure, but I was reading somewhere that at some point we're not going to need our credit score. I would really like that. I would really like that, but it is what it is. I am really and truly proud of myself. I made a whole nother month living on basically nothing. You understand? Living on basically nothing. Now, I'm not saying that's something to be happy for. What I'm saying is that if your rent is covered, your lights are covered, your Wi-Fi is covered, your phone is covered, you can eat, you have something to be grateful for. If you can't get all the bells and whistles, try to remember to stay blessed and in gratefulness for what you can do, because there is a lot of problems, and nobody can go without some issues, but we need to focus a lot more on what we have done to level up, and we have to remember to toot our own horn and be proud of the progress that we're making if we can go another 30 days with keeping shelter over our head. I've been reading a lot of people who went into home ownership, and the cost was not what they thought it would be, and a lot of them are going back into renting. So I've always been thankful for renting, because I said even if I was to be where I would like to be, I'm not necessarily looking to have to pay for a roof and furnace and all that other stuff. Now, if I wanted to sell and all that, I'm not interested in stuff like that, because where would it really benefit me? It would only benefit me is if I was trying to invest, because once I got to the point where the home was paid off, then I would do that. But today, when I was looking in something, and it's not as good as it was projected to be, so there are sometimes it's better to say, you know what, let me just deal with what I can deal with, stay on level playing field, and leave it there. I don't want my stuff to blow down. So those are some of the apples that we should be happy about. But this weather, I don't like summer. I like when my window can blow like that. That's what I like there. But I ended up today ordering my bed. So I have my bed coming. I have my duvet coming, and I ordered a 8x10 rug. So I have that coming too. I'm gonna do everything in my power not to put my bed together right now, but um, I'll figure it out. There is something that I want, but these hands got to get real ready, boys and girls. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it because I said I'm going to wait a few days and figure it out. And figure it out. Today, you are not going to believe what happened to me. I was laughing. I was happy. I was sad. My friend called and asked about someone that frequents my home that or some a little often, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna have to get him to personally come meet you because you are always asking about him. She was like, how is he? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna actually find a way to get him in the car and get him to you so you can meet him. So I did promise her that. So if you are understanding, Mister, then you understand we need to take a ride. That's it. But I'm going to end my video so I can turn off this light right here. I have a little bit of relief from my migraine because of the pill I just took, which I didn't want to take, a pain pill, but I took an eccentric migraine. I want to keep the lower light on and turn off this light right here. So thank you so much for watching my video. And I did find 2 boxes downstairs. So I want to go into, I know I should have did it before I walked in, but I was trying to make sure I got back to that stove. But I'm going to make sure I put the light, in the box, make sure nothing's in the Now, somebody tell me if you heard that alarm. That makes no sense. How long that alarm goes, I don't know. I understand they probably did it for like to let people know that the door is opening up, but there has never been anyone run over coming out that garage or going in that garage. That was really, I have no real understanding of why they would put that loud ass alarm on that door like that. It's going to go when it goes up and when it comes down. That is, I digress. I'm going to stay in a good state of mind. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.